Good morning. My name is Caleb. Welcome to Beaver Creek Outpost.
Good morning. My name is Caleb, and welcome to the Beaver Creek Outpost.
My guest today is Papa. He doesn't think my guest is Papa. Good morning, everybody. We're here at the cabin. It's Sunday morning. Can't hunt here in Maine on Sundays, so it's a great time to hang out at the cabin. We'll make a couple of videos to share with you guys. We have been in here for 2 days, 2 nights. I got Caleb in here. He's grandson number 1.
Hello.
Grandson number 1 came in, and he did really good this year, sitting in the tree stand. He sat there nice and quiet for hours, which was a lot better than last year. But we just didn't have any deer that wanted to cooperate. But he sat there yesterday for about, 4.5, 6 hours yesterday. He sat almost perfectly still for 6 hours, which is excellent, excellent, excellent. I've been just waiting for the day when the grandsons finally click that sitting still, sitting on the tree stand is pretty important stuff. But he still managed to sneak in some candy. He was watching my last week's video this morning, and in the video I said, rule this year is going to be no candy. Well, I never told him about the rule until he saw it on the video camera this morning, but he had plenty of candy with him, thanks to Halloween. Anyway, hey, cold, damp morning, and it was snowing here this morning. You might see a few flakes right now, but I got him up first thing this morning and said, if you want to see snow in at Beaver Creek, this morning is the time to do it. So, normally we don't get snow here for at least another couple of weeks, if not even further down the road than that. You know, closing in on muzzleloading season. But anyways, so tell us about your hunt. There, look at that hat. He got a fancy hat, doesn't he? Got a big old buck on the side of it. That comes from Dave's Hardware up in Aroostook County. He gave that to me a bunch of years ago, so I passed it on to my grandson here this past, a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago I passed out some hats to the grandsons. Thank you to Scott. Scott, if you are watching this video, I passed out, you gave me a bunch of hats back in the summertime, so I passed out 4 of them to my grandsons and my daughter. I kept about 3 for myself. This is one of them. I kept the green one from the Maine Game Warden Service. My grandsons call it my badge hat, especially the youngest one there, Elijah. I call him all kinds of names, so I kind of got to remember what his real name is. But anyways, he calls it my badge hat. And I passed out all them badges that you did give us for the boys in their little orange book, so they're loving that. I got a couple of hats I got to give to my father. He said, you got any that have anything to do with rifles on them? So let's see, one of them is for Hornady, and the other one's Smith & Wesson. So I don't think that he will want the Hornady one, but I know he'll want that Smith hat. So I know he has some revolvers that are from that caliber. So there we go. But thank you. Really appreciated it. Been spreading it out to the family. Drop me an email if you get time, Scott. I think about you. It seems to me like the last time I saw you, you had a surgery coming up. So I was just curious if I'm remembering right. or if you don't have a surgery coming up. I just thought you did. You know, it's hard to keep track of everything. But anyways, here we are, Beaver Creek. We're all packed up. We'll be heading out. I'm gonna bring him home, and I'm gonna grab some more propane. I'm gonna grab some more food, and then I'll be headed back in here Monday morning, and then I'll be in here for a week. So I got today. I'll get home, get some chores done. I picked up another camera. I had 3 game cameras out here. I've got 2 picked up a week ago, and yesterday we picked up the last camera, me and him. I was kind of saving it for him because he helped me put him in here last year, right?
Yep.
So, but it didn't pan out because I got 1,200 pictures, and I got not one deer. 1,200 pictures before the batteries died of all grass moving, trees moving. It was just both cameras. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get out of this grassy stuff, and I know there's a really nice run back here in the thick stuff. So I'm gonna go back in there and find a spot that doesn't have too much grass in it, stuff like that, so the camera doesn't waste all of its battery life sucking up grass pictures. 1,200 pictures, and the deer runs were all over the place. It's just by that time the camera was dead, used up all of its energy taking grass pictures. So, but when I got to that tree stand this fall, it was just mired in deer tracks, deer runs going out into the swale grass. So I was really thinking by the time we got home, we were going to have lots and lots and lots of deer pictures. Yeah, would have if a battery was in it. But he does the same thing. I got him a game camera. Tell us about your game camera and your adventures.
I get a lot of house cats.
Yeah, he got a run. He's got a run that gets absolutely, he did anyways. They moved a month ago. He got a run out back of the house. Unbelievable the stuff that was been on that run. It's gonna be a while for him to find a run like that again. It's along the side of a field in between some houses, and deer, foxes, coyotes, turkey vultures, skunks, and God only knows how many house cats. And what did you say, raccoons?
Yeah.
Raccoons,
Foxes.
everything using that run. It was like a magical run because does with fawns. One of them you had was it was a house cat sniffing a fawn.
Yeah.
And the two just walked up to each other, which I didn't know the deer would do that. And the mother was right there, and then the mother just wasn't running the cat off, but was running over to sniff the cat. And the cat wasn't liking that, so the cat took off running. That was really nice. And he got another one where turkey vultures was in there. Was it turkey vultures? And the fox come up over the hill, was trying to get one of them. They got away, but boy, that would have been a great game camera shot if that fox could have got a hold of that turkey vulture. It was a turkey vulture, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't a turkey.
No.
But what a spot he had. The spot he had, and it wasn't too many small trees there. So he got very few crappy game camera pictures of just grass moving and tree limbs moving. But we sat here. Tell us about your hunt yesterday.
It was cold.
How cold was it?
Pretty freezing.
It was windy. And it was cold in that tree stand. And we got back here. What did we do? What did you eat? Had a good old cup of soup.
Yeah.
You had a cup of soup and a toasted cheese sandwich. He said, "Papa, can I cook?" But you know, if anybody wants to step up and cook, they can have at it. But the real reason he wanted to cook is he likes lighting the wooden match to light the stove. But that's all right. Yeah, I'm trying to teach him all aspects out here. they need to be able to take care of themselves while they're out here, in case something happens to Papa, you know, when they're out here by themselves. They need to know how to get into the cabin. They need to know how to light the heater. They need to know how to light the stove and have something to eat. Because what I have told them is if people don't hear from us, they will show up. So just stay in the cabin. Stay in the cabin, be warm, be comfortable, and wait for family to show up, because they will show up and rescue you if something ever happened to Papa out here. So that's why it's important for them to know how to light the lantern, know how, and we got flashlights in there too for the younger ones. When I bring out Joshua, he still ain't quite got that stuff down yet, but Caleb's got it down good. He can. I put in a heater in here so that on that same thought that if something happened to me, they could get in the cabin and light the heater and be warm and comfortable. So that's important too when you're out like this all by yourself, no roads, no nothing. Gonna have to wait for someone to come in and help, especially the younger ones. Lincoln, he'll be coming in next year, I'm pretty sure, and he'll be the youngest one coming in on a hunt. But man, he's on fire. He just wants to. He wants his hunting trip, and he wants to spend the night. But we'll have to practice on that before I bring him in here for an overnighter. He'll have to come over to Papa's house and spend a couple of nights without not wanting to go home. Because once we're in here after dark, we don't head back to the pickup. Caleb, he's not scared of the dark. Joshua, he's still a little scared of the dark when he steps outside of that cabin. But Caleb did all right. You got to use the deer call.
Yep.
You know, no deer came out.
No.
That's the way it is. Caleb's the one that was with me 2 years ago, and we shot that doe within 5 minutes of being in the tree stand. So he got pretty spoiled 2 years ago. We didn't have to sit there very long, did we?
Yeah.
We sat there less than 5 minutes, and out come 2 does. And we hung that one on the meat pole an hour later. And I told him his trip was over. You could tell that wasn't going over very well. So we decided to stay here overnight and then take the deer out in the morning and tag it. In this state, you've got 18 hours from the time you shoot it to when you're supposed to tag it. I guess I could call a warden and maybe get an extension. I don't know. But 18 hours, we get up in the morning. I'm pretty sure we was a little late on the 18 hours. I don't remember now, 2 years ago. But anyway, that's the way it is. But it's good having grandson number 1 in here. He's at home. What are you? Cowboy
Caleb.
Cowboy Caleb. Well, you guys have a great week. I'm gonna wrap this one up now. We'll put this out tomorrow, so you guys will have it later on in the week. But I wanted to share the hunt with my grandson with you guys. So this is it. Pack it up, roll for home.
Goodbye.
I'll see you next week. Go ahead, grab yourself one more sip of coffee on your way out. How's that?